Good morning and welcome to the channel. It is a beautiful day, very breezy here in New Jersey, and I am taking the Integra Type R to see Jody at Freehold Tire Pros. All brand new suspension and coilovers going on right now. But first, I have to cold start the kitty to get it out of the way. You guys know you love the cold starts. It is so awesome. Okay, now it's time to cold start the Integra Type R. 2 cold starts, 1 video, 1 muscle, 1 import. Oh yeah. So I finally arrived at Freehold Tire Pros. It is time to meet the crew. You guys remember them. We're gonna be doing all kinds of good stuff to the Integra Type R. So we're gonna start by fixing the exhaust so that it's not touching the bumper. Then we're gonna get the coilovers installed, the ball joints and the bushings on the lower control arm replaced, everything torqued to spec and settled on the alignment rack, and give it an alignment, and then everything should be good to go. Let's go bother Jody first and see how he's doing, and then we're gonna get started. What's up, Butch?
Not much, man.
You guys remember Butch helped me do the frame on the Charger Hellcat, and of course, John, the alignment master.
There he is.
Oh yeah. We're gonna go see what Jody is doing. You guys remember Pete? So what's up to Pete?
How you doing?
The tire master.
Tire King.
Tire King. We're about to get all kinds of stuff going on here. New tires and wheels today as well. And of course, the man himself, Jody.
Hey, how are you?
We're back at Freehold Tire Pros, and we got so much good stuff going on. It's been a while, so.
You got a new camera set up.
Oh yeah, you like that?
That's beautiful.
Way better than the GoPro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're glad to have you back, man. We missed you.
Oh yeah, I'm glad to be back. Best alignments.
Yep.
Best tire balancing right here at Freehold Tire Pros, Freehold, New Jersey, 10 Center Street, Freehold, New Jersey.
Get ready for the cars and coffee this year.
Oh yeah.
Really exciting.
Oh yeah, lots of cars and coffee events going to be happening this year. The first one I'm thinking is either going to be March or April, but we're working on it. We're looking to work on it for maybe April 1st when the auto show is here.
Yep.
So Sunday, April 1st is going to be the first show. We'll have way more details at a later time. We're going to definitely have all the details squared away, hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so. But today, the Integra Type R is sponsored by Falken.
Yes,
Falken has sponsored the tires.
And Freehold Tire Pros.
And Freehold Tire Pros. So they're sponsoring the labor and helping with all this stuff. But not only that, the tires. Falken Performance tires are going on the Integra Type R with new wheels today. So we're here working on the Integra, got the wheels off. There's not a whole lot of rust. You can see that everything is pretty spotless for a 10-year-old car, but we're getting this bolt out and this one back here. Once the control arm is disconnected, we're gonna get the suspension pulled. Then we're gonna take the struts out after we get those bolts out, get the ball joint disconnected. The CV axle's gotta get disconnected as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and replace the bushings that we're gonna press in and out of the lower control arms, get the new ball joint installed, put the suspension in from K20a. Then we're gonna bolt everything back up, let the suspension settle. We're gonna set the height. Then we're gonna torque this bushing back here and get the alignment done. Now I'm gonna show you guys Now this bolt right here on the rear portion of the lower control arm can't be torqued to spec until the suspension is preloaded. So if you don't do that, you're gonna wear them out really fast. Definitely on the back side of the control arm, you definitely wanna torque that with the suspension loaded. I can't wait to put the K20a coilovers in here. The Mugen's gotta go. And I'm also replacing the tie rods here as well. So the tie rods are getting replaced as well. You can see right here, gonna replace those. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Already fixed the exhaust hangers, got some extended hangers so the muffler doesn't touch the bumper. So I got maybe 1/3 of an inch right here and over here. It's no longer touching anywhere, which is really good. You can see on the rear, these tires are completely bald, and I mean completely bald. There is no tread left whatsoever. But I'm gonna take you over here and show you guys the new wheels that are going on and the new tires. But Pete is putting some wheels on a Bentley. And tires, right Pete? You're doing a Bentley.
Bentley.
No pressure, right?
No pressure.
No pressure for Pete putting wheels and tires on a Bentley. But here is the wheels that are going on. I've showed you guys in another video. These beautiful wheels are the Rahway Volks TE37 replicas. And I was sponsored by Falken. Those tires are going on today. I'm gonna try to locate the tires so I can show you. So you can see the tires right here, guys. The Falken Azenas FK450AS. These are the tires I was sponsored with. They're all season. They're terrific in the snow, the rain, and the dry. Maybe not as good in the dry summer weather as a high performance tire, but they're really good in the snow and the rain, and they're an all season tire. These are the ones I wanna go with for the Rahway Volks replica wheels, which are the Rota grids. Then when I get my Type R Integra wheels back, I'm gonna get another set of high performance summer tires for those, and I'm only gonna run the Integra Type R wheels in the spring and the summer and fall. In the winter, I'm gonna run these with the Rotas, but these are a really good tire, and I can't wait to get them on. It's gonna drive so much better than the tires I have on the car now, considering both rear tires are bald and the front tires just plain out suck. The tie rod end has been removed on this side. We're removing it on the other side. Got the new tie rods going on. I'm gonna start assembling the coilovers for the car. So now I'm gonna start assembling the coilovers for the car while we get the rest of this stuff off. So I'm gonna go ahead and give John the new tie rods to put in, which are right here. So here's all the stuff going in the car. These are the new bushings, new ball joints, and OEM Honda tie rod ends, which are going on right now. Time to go set up the coilovers to put on the Integra Type R. Look at that beautiful sight right there. I also have another surprise for the Integra Type R today, and a lot more coming this week. So much good stuff coming for the Integra Type R. So here's the rear coilover for the Integra Type R. They look amazing. The quality looks fantastic. Can't wait to get these installed. You can see here is where the spanner wrench goes to adjust the ride height. Here is the perch, which compresses the spring and raises the vehicle. So again, you can see right here is where the spanner wrench will go to adjust the perch height. This is the locking nut that goes against the perch itself. You're gonna loosen this, adjust your ride height, and then lock it with this one. You gotta make sure that the lock nut is extremely tight so these things don't come apart. So I got all kinds of merch from K20a. I got decals, license plate frames, t-shirt, banner, all kinds of stuff for the cars and coffee events that we're having here. So lots of goodies. So we got the control arm removed from the JDM passenger side, which is the American driver side. Kind of funny saying it like that, but we got it removed, and here is the control arm removed on the JDM driver side as well. So you can see the control arm has been removed from both sides. Got the caliper moved to the side. Didn't have to remove the axle all the way, just to move it to the right so we can get the control arm out of the way. Here is the control arm right here. We got to get these bushings pressed out and the new ones pressed in. The only thing that sucks about doing this job is on the Hondas, we have to bang this lip right here out of the way and cut it off in order to press the bushing out. So we're getting ready to press out the old bushings and press in the new ones. He's got a 20-ton press here, which is gonna make this easy. John removed the whole knuckle from the car so we can get the ball joint off easier. It's sitting right over there. That's definitely gonna make the job a hell of a lot easier. So much easier than trying to do it while on the car. We can just leave the axles in place on the car where they are. We don't gotta pop them out of the transmission, as we have the hub removed from the car right there, or the knuckle. So you can see the whole knuckle is right here removed from the car. We don't gotta mess with the axles at all. This should be pretty easy. Gonna get the old bushing pressed out and the new bushing from Hard Race pressed in. And these are the rear facing bushings right here that we're gonna be pressing in as well. You can tell by the lip. These are really good quality bushings from Hard Race, and I can't wait to get them installed. The car is gonna drive so much better. So you can see Mike is a genius over here. So Mike is definitely a man of ingenuity. You can see he has put stuff together here, custom, to get this bushing pressed out. Mike is definitely the man. This is unbelievable. He's gonna put the new one in now. This is great. So while Mike's doing that, I'm gonna start getting the new coilovers put in the front with John, get those situated. Then I'm gonna do the ones in the rear. Then we're gonna start getting everything put back together, and it is going to be epically awesome here. Except we do have to do the ball joints first. Then we'll be finished and be able to get everything put back together. So once we get the strut in, get the rest of the bushings done, the ball joints, get the tie rods on, we'll put everything back together. Then me and John can have some fun setting the ride height, getting the suspension bushings torqued to spec, and then going ahead and getting an alignment, and then she'll be ready to drive, and I'm pretty happy about this. And Pete's taking care of the wheels and tires. Let's go see what Pete's doing right quick, and then we'll come back and start messing with the coilovers. What's up, Butch? Now we're gonna head over here and start working on the coilovers and see how Mike is doing. The old one is out, the new one is going in. Mike's the man, he knows it, right Mike? So don't let the name deceive you, Freehold Tire Pros, but they do absolutely everything here. You can see there's the new one, it's getting ready to go in the control arm. So this is what it looks like once you get this lip off. Then you can press this out and press the new one in. Very, very hard to get. It's definitely hard to get this one done compared to the other bushing, but this one is on its way out and the new one will be pressed in. Definitely not an easy job, but that's the way it has to be done. That rear bushing on the control arm on the RSXs and Integra Type R have to be pressed out after breaking the lip off or bending it forward and cutting it off. Either way, you gotta cut it or bend it or break it off somehow. They used an air chisel, which got the job done really fast. Now you can see they're pressing the bushing out. And then we're gonna press the new one in. So one control arm is about to be complete, which is exciting. He got the old bushing out and now the new one is getting pressed in. When he does this, this control arm is now about to be completed as soon as he finishes with this bushing. So I'm pretty excited it's gonna be ready to go in. We just gotta work on the ball joint next, and then one side is done. Well, there you have it, guys. The bushing is now pressed into place and the control arm is now ready to go back on the vehicle. So the K-Tune K1 Streets are lighter than the Mugen SS. I would say there's gotta be about a 5 to 7 pound difference per coilover. So in the front, there's gonna be 10 to 15 pounds of weight removed, and in the rear, it's gonna be very close in the rear, very similar, but the front, there's gonna be at least 10 to 15 pounds of weight savings by going with the K-Tune, which is really not a big deal, but on a car that's already light and making this kind of power, 15, 20 pounds is still good. It comes with the spanner wrenches right here. So the suspension in the back of the Integra Type R is held by one bolt on the bottom, which connects to the strut assembly or coilover. That's the bolt right there. Once you remove that, you have to remove the sway bar end link so you can push the suspension down and slide it completely out. Once we remove that one bolt, there's 3 nuts inside the trunk underneath the liner. We have to remove the liner out of the way, get the 3 nuts removed, then this portion of the suspension will come right out. Very easy in comparison to the front. It just sucks you have to remove the trunk lining and stuff like that. But once that's done, we'll get the new ones installed. What's up, Mark and Jody? Look at them chilling. The front suspension is almost installed, just have to get the tie rods put on, but other than that, everything's looking good. You can see much better. What John had pointed out was the holes are elongated on the actual coilover, so there's more camber adjustment to be had there if there's not enough at the top, which is really cool. But this is just so much better than the Mugens because I can adjust everything exactly the way I want to, get the ride height perfect, which we're gonna do on the alignment rack. This is really cool. I can't wait to see how things turn out. This is awesome. We're getting ready to remove the rest of the rear suspension so we can get the adjustable K1 coilovers installed in the back. So one thing I want to let you guys know is that the Fowler that came with the Skunk 2 race header actually works very well. I've had no check engine light with the Skunk 2 race header, and I've driven probably 100 miles since installing it, went through half a dozen key cycles, so it works. So we got everything off in the rear. You can see down there in the ground is the sway bar, and we're about ready to take off the rear coilovers. The front coilovers are completely installed now. As you can see, just finishing everything up. Just got to finish with the rear, so we're almost finished. Almost. Everything is looking great. One of the exciting things is I fixed the muffler issue touching the bumper. When I installed the header, it pushed it over and it was touching the rubber and melting it. Now, when I put on the rubber grommets that come from Honda, it would pull it against this side, and it just kept going back and forth. They had longer rubber hanger grommets here that I installed. Then we bent the hanger that's welded to the frame about 1/4 of an inch, just bent it in a little bit. And as you can see, it's not touching anywhere. I'll show you guys close up. So you can see it's nowhere near touching anywhere. It's perfect. The ball joints from Hard Race that I got from kseriesparts.com do not fit a Type R. So the Type R ball joints are not the same, which means the knuckle is not the same as an 0506 Type S like some people think it is. They're all different. 0204, 0506, and the Integra Type R are all different. So no RSX Type S is the same on the knuckle or ball joint as the Integra Type R, as I had to order the Hard Race Integra Type R ball joints, which are part number 6807, and those are adjustable for lowered vehicles, and they just press right in like the normal ball joint does. There's also a website, All 4 Honda, all ALL number 4 Honda.com. They sell Integra Type R ball joints. So I'm gonna end up going with the Hard Race ones from K-Series. So next week I'm coming back to Freehold Tire Pros to install those ball joints, and I have a couple more goodies going on the car then. So we got the sway bar going back in right now, bolting it up. The rear coilovers are now installed. It's time to put in the wheels and tires in just a few moments. We just gotta snug a few things down, get the trunk liner put back in, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the wheels on and get it on the alignment rack and see what the Integra Type R looks like with these awesome Ray's Volks TE37 replica wheels. It is time to install the new wheels and tires on the Integra Type R. Take a look. The Integra Type R wheels are in those boxes over there. I'm gonna have them checked to make sure they're straight by a buddy of Jody's here at Freehold Tire Pros, and then they're gonna powder coat them championship white, and they're gonna be glossy and look brand new. Then they're going on the car for the summer, which is gonna be awesome, but until then, I have the TE37 replicas with brand new Falken tires, as my Integra Type R was sponsored by Falken. And there's a good chance I'm gonna go with Falken on the Integra Type R wheels, not sure yet, but let's get these on. So we're making the adjustments on the coilovers. You can see very hard to reach the spanner wrench up here. I'm thinking it's gonna be about 1/4 inch that we've raised it, which is perfect, but we're gonna find out. It looks so much better with the black wheels. Take a quick peek at that. And once it's sitting on the ground, it looks so much better. I'm thinking we're gonna lower the front about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, probably 1/2 inch. This way the car has a nice stance. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now with John and see where we can get it. Then we're gonna lower it, check it again, and then once we're done, we're gonna lock everything up and put it on the alignment rack. Finally got everything situated the way I wanted it. It looks so amazing. Wait till you guys see it on the ground. So we're just gonna finalize the install by torquing the spanner locking nut against the bottom of the adjustable nut on the coilover. So once we're done locking everything as tight as we possibly can, we're gonna get the wheels back on and we're on the alignment rack, and you guys are gonna see how amazing this setup really does look. I'm so glad I went with these wheels. So as you can see, finally we got the suspension adjustments correct. Look how it's sitting, absolutely perfect. I wish that I could bring the rear end down 1/2 inch more, but that means we're gonna have to lower the front more, and I can't do that. It's already low enough in the front, so that's pretty much it. It's as low as it's gonna go in the front, so we had to make the rear just sit right, which is here. I could probably squeeze 1/4 inch out of it, but it really is perfect right now, so we're just gonna leave it. And I think it's sitting better than it was when I came in. I've got maybe a 1/2 inch drop overall over the Mugen SS, and I've set everything to the 4th click out of 32 adjustments on the K-Tune K1, so it should be a pretty soft, balanced ride. I absolutely love what the wheels look like. I'm very happy with all of this. It looks so damn good. What do you guys think? We're gonna go ahead and get the alignment done. We're gonna have to go off of the specs for a 2006 RSX Type S. That's what we're gonna go off of. Get the alignment done, and then I'll be able to drive it and let you guys know how it rides, how it handles. So we got the alignment completed on the Integra Type R, and it's fantastic. Let me show you guys how the specs came out on the alignment rack. Here is the specs before and after. Everything looks fantastic. The only thing that's not perfect is the right rear camber. The camber in the right rear is out, and the reason why is because there's about an 1/8 of an inch difference in ride height between both sides and the rear. When I come back next week to do the ball joints, we're gonna tweak that, and they should both be right around -2, which is perfect, but we're working on that next Friday. Now, as far as everything else, I think it looks just downright awesome. Thank you so much to John and Jody here at Freehold Tire Pros, Mark, Pete, and Mike earlier for all their help, and also straightening my exhaust. Everything looks wonderful. I like the way the car is sitting behind me. It just looks so damn good with these wheels. The alignment is damn near picture perfect. John is the man when it comes to aligning these cars. I'm telling you guys, absolutely phenomenal. And we're gonna take it for a ride and see how the suspension handles. How does it feel going down the road? Is it soft? Is it stiff? I'm absolutely blown away by the look of these wheels. I just love it. It sets the car off. They're very meaty compared to the Type R wheels, which definitely have more of an offset and sit further in. Now, I love how these poke out more than the Integra Type R wheels. You can see right here, it's much more flush, and it just fits the vehicle so much better. Once I put the lip in the front, I'm gonna have to watch my clearance, as I think I'm gonna be scraping everywhere I go. So there's the man of the hour right there, John. Thanks so much, John. He's the best guy on suspension, and the only one that does my alignments. Once again, thanks, Jody. Freehold Tire Pros, we're gonna be here next week. Check them out, freeholdtirepros.com. Get all your tires, alignments, and balancing done right here. But now it's time to go for a drive and see how the suspension feels, and the new tires and balance, because let's face it, my tires were bald, the wheels weren't balanced right, and the suspension was not correct. And now it is, and it's going to be great. The suspension is definitely smoother than the Mugen. There's no doubt at all, 100% it's smoother than the Mugen. I have it set to the 4th click, and there's 32, so it's on the 4th setting out of 32. I can definitely stiffen it up, and it's not bad on the back or neck at all. It's very comfortable. I am rubbing the tires a little bit, so I'm gonna have to get a little more negative camber in the front. Right now it's -1.2. I'm gonna go for -1.5 or 1.6, which should take care of that. But other than that, or rolling the fenders, it is really smooth. It's definitely an adventure driving a right-hand drive vehicle. Absolutely love it. And now I'm gonna enjoy it even more because the tires are balanced. It's softer, the suspension's all new. There's no more squeaks or noises. Very comfortable. I love the K20a K1 thus far. I've only been driving on it for 20 miles, but it definitely feels better over the bumps than the Mugen did. The Mugen was really bouncy and a little bit stiffer. This is more planted, tighter. It's got a nice firmness to it, but it's still forgiving over the bumps. So instead of bouncing and jarring the car, it just feels tighter and more forgiving when you're going over the bumps. The rebound is really good. This suspension is definitely worth the money if you ask me thus far, and we'll see how I feel about it in a couple of weeks of driving with it. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I got the K1 coilovers installed, as well as the bushings in the lower control arm. We didn't get to the ball joints because of the fact that they were the wrong ones, so we had to keep the factory ones that are blown on the car, so it's going to be even better once those are replaced. It rides so much better than the Mugen suspension. It's on number 4 out of 32, so you can click it 32 times, and I've only used the 4th click all around, which is perfect. It rides really nice going down the road, a lot better. Thank you so much to Jody as well as Falken Tires for sponsoring me on the Integra Type R. I love these tires. They ride so much smoother than the Yokohamas that were on there, and the balance is great. Thank you so much to Pete for balancing my tires. Thank you to John and Mike, as well as Mark, for helping me out with all the work on the car today. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Fantastic work, as always. You know, nothing but love from me to you guys down there at Freehold Tire Pros. You guys are the bomb. I love you all. Thank you so much for helping me. I had a fun time having pizza with you guys and hanging out. Next time I'm going to have a beer when I come down there, and we're going to order pizza again. It's going to be a blast, and we're going to work on the car, and we're going to make another video for my subscribers. So much fun. Once again, guys, thank you so much. I got a lot of stuff coming, guys. I have some sad news to bring you on certain aspects of the channel, but I also have good news as well in the coming week. Some good news, some bad news, lots of stuff coming. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, share this channel with everyone. I'm about to break 9,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for everyone who's sharing my channel. I have a lot of subscribers who are dedicated to watching my videos, commenting, and sharing my videos with everyone. You guys know who you are. Thank you so much. Also, support the channel at drivewaydemons.com, and you can get hoodies there. Lots of stuff is coming to the store, so please support the channel at drivewaydemons.com. This is going to be a great year, but I need your guys' support as I have so many things I want to do, and in order to do that, I need the subscriber count to go up. So be sure to support the channel and get your hoodies there as well. But until the next video, I'm Corey with Driveway Demons. I'm hoping you guys had a blast. Remember, have fun and be safe.